Hello everyone, welcome back. I'm practicing some range estimation today, and I'm basically on the edge of New York City. You can see the airplane going by over there. So I'm on the edge of New York City in Queens, near JFK Airport, and I can see the Empire State Building way out there. Let me see if I'm able to zoom in for you guys. Let me see, does it zoom in? Yeah, I can kind of zoom in. Let me see if I'm able to. There it is. You can see the Empire State Building over there. Okay. I was kind of curious to kind of figure out how far away I am from the Empire State Building. Now, I do have my rangefinder with me. Okay. So I've got here my SIG 1400. Now the thing is, this is limited to 1400 yards. Okay, so that Empire State Building is a lot further than that, so I won't be able to use the rangefinder. However, this rangefinder does have the aiming device in there. Let me see if I can get you guys to see it. Right, you see that circle right there? Okay, I have already determined that that circle that you use as the aiming device is 11 minutes of angle wide. Okay, and the way I did this is basically I just took a ruler and drew out 12 inches on a piece of paper, and equally spaced apart. Hold on, let me pause the camera because there's an airplane going overhead. So as I was saying, I took a ruler, put it over a piece of paper, just a blank piece of paper, and I marked out 12 inches on it. The reason why I put on the paper and not use the actual rulers is because I was able to make the lines bigger. And what I did is I just put on the windshield of my truck, went back 100 yards, and put that circle on the windshield at 100 yards because I'm able to use the rangefinder to determine exactly where 100 yards is, and I was able to determine that the inside of that circle is 11 minutes of angle. The outside is 12 minutes of angle. Okay, so I was able to figure out exactly what the size of my circle is. So what I am able to do is I'm able to use that circle to put it on the Empire State Building out there, right? And what I'm able to do is I was able to figure out that that building is 5 times my circle. Let me pause the camera again because of the airplane. All right, so I've been able to determine that that building is roughly 5 times my circle, which I know is, let's say, 11 minutes of angle. So given that I know the size of the building, I was able to look that up. The height is roughly 1,300 feet. Okay, it's 1,500 feet to the tip of the tower, or like to the tip of the antenna, but it's 1,300 feet to the building, which I can visibly see a lot more easily. So I went with that calculation. So the formula is 1,300 times 12 inches, right? 1,300 feet times 12, because I needed to get this into inches. That's 15,600 inches. So 1560 multiplied by the conversion factor for minutes of angle, which is 95.5. If I was using mil radians, the number would be, I think, 27.77, I think. But anyway, right now we're using minutes of angle, and then I was able to divide it by 11 because I know my circle is 11 minutes of angle. So what that tells me is that that building would have to be 135,436 yards to perfectly fit inside of my 11 minute of angle circle. Let me pause the camera for a second. So then basically I wanted to get it from yards into miles. So what you do is you divide the yards by 1,760, and it's 15 miles. Okay, so at 15 miles, right? At 15 miles, that Empire State Building over there would basically fit. I'm sorry, not 15, 77 miles. At 77 miles, this number here, the Empire State Building would fit inside of my circle. So because I measured 5 of my circles inside of the Empire State Building, you divide it by 5, and I know that the Empire State Building is about 15 miles away from my position. Okay, now I'm using the Empire State Building because it's a big building that is, it's visible from you know, many directions. If you're in this area, it's easy to recognize the building and know what it is. But in your area, if you got, like, let's say a large bridge, all you gotta do is figure out the height of, let's say, the towers. Like, let's say you're in California, Golden Gate Bridge. If you can memorize what the height of the towers is on the Golden Gate Bridge, or whatever is big and easily seeable in your area, you can use that to range estimate. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I mean, obviously I've done this before, kind of, so I did kind of go through this a little quickly. If you guys got any questions, I'll definitely refer you to some of the older videos I've done that will detail this out for you at a slower pace. Okay, I'll talk to you all soon.